Have you ever looked at someone famous and thought, they must have the perfect life? Well, what if I told you that one of country music's biggest legends was carrying a secret for 30 long years? A secret so hidden that even her closest fans had no idea. This is the story of Loretta Lynn, a woman who stood on stage with a microphone in her hand and a smile on her face while living a completely different life once she stepped away from the spotlight. And by the end of this video, you will understand why her story is not just surprising but also incredibly human. When most people think of Loretta Lynn, they imagine a strong, confident country singer. She was known for her powerful songs, her fearless voice, and the way she stood up for herself and other women. Fans saw the bright lights, the concerts, the awards, and the fame. They saw a woman who appeared to have everything under control. But while the world admired her for her music, very few people realized she was carrying heavy burdens that did not match her shining image. She was not just performing songs, she was living the painful stories behind them. Behind the cameras and the cheering crowds, Loretta lived a second life filled with struggles she rarely talked about. She married very young, and her home life was far from easy. Her relationship with her husband, Stu, was complicated. There was love, but there were also arguments, long nights, and moments of deep sadness. But Loretta did not show that side of her life to the world. She did not want pity. She did not want people to think she was weak. So she kept those battles hidden as she continued to shine on stage. For 30 years, she balanced two worlds, Loretta Lynn the country superstar and Loretta the woman trying her best to keep her family together while chasing her dreams. You might be wondering how she hid all of this for so long. Back then, famous people did not have social media. There were no daily updates or cameras following every move. If a star wanted to keep something private, they could, but only if they were strong enough to carry that weight alone. And Loretta was that strong. Whenever she stepped on stage, she put her pain aside. Whenever she wrote a song, she turned her struggles into words that people could feel, even if they did not know the whole truth. The truth was there, hidden inside her lyrics, yet people did not connect the details until many years later. One of the most surprising things is that Loretta actually told the world about her hidden life through her music. Songs like You Ain't Woman Enough, Do Not Come Home a Drinkin', and Fist City were not just catchy country hits. They were real experiences she faced at home. Fans loved the songs. They sang them. They danced to them. They even laughed at the bold lines. But most people did not realize these were not just songs, they were Loretta's life written out loud. Her music was her voice when she could not speak the full truth. Living a double life is exhausting. You have to pretend everything is fine even when you are breaking inside. Loretta had to balance being a mother to 6 children, touring for months, writing songs, recording albums, and trying to keep peace at home. Sometimes she reached a point where she almost could not go on. There were days when she felt completely alone. There were nights when she cried quietly because she did not want the world to see her falling apart. But still, she kept going. She once said that singing was what kept her alive. It was her way of staying strong when everything else felt overwhelming. So how did people finally learn the truth about her double life? It was not through newspapers or rumors. It was not from people talking behind her back. It came straight from Loretta herself. Many years later, she opened up in interviews and in her autobiographies. She shared the reality of her marriage, her long struggles, and the emotional weight she carried for decades. Fans were shocked, not because the truth was ugly, but because they had never realized how much she had been fighting behind that warm smile. Suddenly, her songs made even more sense. They were not just music anymore. They were pieces of her heart. Her story matters because it shows that even the strongest people can hide deep pain. It reminds us that we never truly know what someone is facing behind closed doors. And it proves that being brave does not always mean standing tall. Sometimes it means quietly surviving day after day. Loretta Lynn will always be remembered as a country music icon. But now you know the deeper story, the one that stayed hidden for 30 years. If you learned something new or felt moved by her journey, make sure to like this video, share it, and tell us in the comments which Loretta Lynn song means the most to you and why. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next story.